All this identity politics is just a mask, right? It's just a front. Like all this anti-DEI, anti-immigrant, anti-trans rhetoric is just stoking the flames of a culture war. The right arguing that they don't want to be engaging in this type of discourse, but liberals have forced their hand. And these truly craven attempts to blame marginalized groups for the ills of society not only eerily echoes the rhetoric of 30s Germany, but is just a blatant attempt to divide and plunder the working class and poor. Because as much of a narcissist as Trump is, he is the ultimate grifter. A wannabe billionaire that spent his life selling cheap trinkets and false promises, bankrupting businesses but constantly failing upwards because our capitalist system blesses those born with a silver spoon up their asses. And all of this harping on identity politics keeps me and you hating each other, hating marginalized groups, hating women, hating immigrants, while these tech billionaires use that distraction to engorge themselves on what remains of our resources. What we're going to witness in the next days and weeks and months is going to be a mass migration, not of people over the southern border, although that will inevitably happen as well, but a mass migration of what remaining capital we all have to the coffers of tech billionaires and lobbyists. A poor, disenfranchised white kid in some holler in West Virginia has more in common with a poor, disenfranchised black kid sitting in a row home in Baltimore than they ever will with some billionaire Silicon Valley investor. And those investors know that shit, and they spend millions of dollars filling your heads with propaganda, making you believe that your neighbor is your enemy, that the source of all your ills and woes isn't due to the socioeconomic conditions of a rigged capitalist system, but because an immigrant took your job or because your son didn't get hired because of DEI. It is all a fucking lie. The only way we survive this blitzkrieg of class warfare is by waking the fuck up and having some semblance of class consciousness. Learn from your history. Centrist liberals will be screaming about decorum and decency as the black bag is put over their fucking heads. Our elected officials have shown their incompetence and complicity. The only way we stop this shit from happening is if we do it ourselves.